Welcome back to the channel, guys. An easy one today, so I've been told. I'm going to fit short shifter. Now I haven't bought an expensive one because I don't know whether I'm going to keep it or like it. So cost me £22 I think it was. I've already slackened off the nuts, the 4mm hex bolts. I've watched a few tutorials about it. No one seems to have much of an issue, so let's crack on. Now, from what I saw, most people pop this up by hand. That's okay. Undo the gear knob. That popped off really easy, to be honest. I was going to go and get my trims. Probably should just pop the gaiter off, actually. It'll be a bit easier. Left for Lucy, right for tighty. Remember that one? There we go. Now, I need a light to show you. So what I've done is I've popped a light in. Basically, that section needs to pop up. The gear lever goes down, and there's a shaft, that shaft there, and that black bushing that the shaft goes into needs to pop up, and you pop this one in its place the right way around. That lifts it, and then you pop off this thing here, pop that off. There's a ball which is identical to this ball here. That slides down the shaft, gets tightened up, and it pops back on. So easy enough. It's supposed to shorten the distance from gear changes, which apparently lifts the pressure on the box, but from what I've been reading, there is a downside to it. It does actually cause problems with your gear synco and your forks, your gear change forks. If I've got that wrong, please comment in the bottom and let me know. I'm, like I keep telling everyone, I'm new to this, so I'll crack on. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop off this. I'll have to do it off camera. Had to go off camera because I couldn't do it one-handed, so I've removed it off the little ball joint there, and then to put as I said, pop your hand in and just that needs to come up. I'm gonna have to take my watch off. As you can see, I've just lifted it up and pushed it off. It's just moved it to the side. is there. Now it's time to pop this on and then tighten it up. So that's over the original one. Right, so I slotted it on. It's pushed all as far as it can go all the way down. And takes a 4mm hex key. Tighten it up as best you can. Once it's tightened, give it a quick fit play. Yeah, that's nice and tight. And then hit the bar. You're going to have to lift it over. It's quite difficult one-handed, but I'm sure I can manage. Nope, I'm going to have to do it two-handed. As you can see, it's back in now, nice and tight. Don't forget that's spring-loaded, that bushing, so you've got to push it towards the engine to release it from the original where it sits, and to put it back in you've got to push it to create the space for it to go back onto the new fitting, so don't forget that. Next is the thing. Now, from what I've seen on other YouTube videos, is everyone's started directly below the bend in the gear stick, which is probably what I'm going to do, and then attach this back onto the ball, and then I'm going to screw the gear knob on and actually just give it a quick test before I put it all back together, because I might want to adjust it, because it might be a bit too racy for me. Right, screwed it all back up. It's time to pop this back on. Pops on very, very easily. I'm just going to screw the gear knob on a little bit and see what sort of throw it's got. Wow, it's actually very short. I like that. Right, everything's nice and tight, so it's just a case of building it back up again. As you know, I have the ST500 interior in my Mark II pre-facelift ST, so I thought I'd go ahead and treat myself to a matching gaiter, as I'm putting a short shifter in. So I'm going to fit this on now, and it is leather, not leatherette. Had to go in the house because these things are stapled on, so I had to take the old tatty one off and then glue this new shiny red leather one onto this framework, the black framework on the inside. It's not difficult, it's just a bit of a pain in the arse because you need an industrial type stapler, which I don't think many people are going to have, but I just used glue, boss stick glue, glued the leather onto the black plastic and then popped it back in the silver trim, and I'll put it all back together again now. So there you have it, all back together again with a new gaiter on, which matches my red leather. With a really short throw. Take it out for a drive now.